All right, everybody, this is the Unit 2, Week Check 2, Relearning. The first thing that you need to know from this week is just how to match a tape diagram to an equation. And the biggest thing you're looking for there is, are you looking at individual pieces or are you looking at groups of the same thing? Literally, if you look at the tape diagram, whatever you see is the equation. So for this first one, I see a 40 and 3 y's, and it equals 52. And if you're like me, I like my variable to go first, so it is okay if you put 3y plus 40 equals 52. I usually look for that first too. Or I usually put the variable first. Either way, it's the same thing. 3y plus 40, 40 plus 3y, same thing. The next one, we kind of gave you this tip that if you are seeing pluses and minuses in your boxes, then that's a good idea, or that's a good indicator that you have groups, because inside the box you have a y plus 6 and there are 4 of that same group. So 4 parentheses y plus 6, and that's going to equal your 44. All right, so after we moved on from that, we started looking at word problems, and we tried to give you every tip in the book to help you with setting these up. We don't want to just teach you the equations and then put the word problems on the test. We want to give you strategies. So if you are, let me give you some, get this erased. If you are doing a word problem, Miss Paver, take it or leave it, my first step is to circle the 3 numbers. So I see 260, I see 150, and I see 1750. More than likely, unless you are losing money, most of the time your biggest number is your, let me make this smaller. Most of the time your biggest number is your total, okay? So the 1760, it looks like we're taking a cab here. I haven't even read the problem, but I'm just thinking if we're taking a taxi, then we're going to be adding up money to equal that total. So I'm going to go ahead and say that that total is going to be the 1760. The second step, so that's your first step, is circle the numbers. Your second step is find the total and what it means. So we found our total, and it'll say, guys, like it literally says total, okay? The total fare was $17.60. You need to figure out what that total is talking about. So $17.60 is talking about money. So the important thing that you need to know is if our total is in money, then our other 2 terms in the equation have to equal money. This one is tricky because both of our things are money. So let's read this sentence and see if we can figure out which one goes with the x and which one is by itself. Because that's really your next, what goes with the x and what's by itself. And I just call that placement. Where are we going to place these other 2 numbers? So we took a taxi to the airport. The taxi company charged a pickup fee of $2.60 plus $1.50 per mile. Now, number 1, the first thing I'm going to point out is that word per, because we've talked about per, each, every. Those are words that tell you it goes with the variable. But there's another way you can think about this, because you need to think about if something is happening only once or if something is happening multiple times. The multiple times is going to be with the x. So we are only picked up one time. There's a pickup fee. You're not getting picked up every mile. You're driving multiple miles. So that $2.60 is a one-time fee. You're only picked up once. And then plus $1.50 per mile. $1.50 per mile. I'm going to use M for mile. And again, guys, look at the question. How many miles? We don't know how many miles. Therefore, that's our question mark. That's what we don't know. So that's what goes with the variable. If we're looking for the miles, the $1.50 is per mile. All right, sorry, had to go answer the phone. All right, so now we have our placement, and we're just going to solve it. So, pick up your calculator, guys. I cannot stress enough. Desmos, KY, Scientific. All right, so we are going to do 1760 minus $2.60, and that's going to give us 15. When we take away that 260 minus 260, the whole point of that is to cancel it out and then bring your 1.50 m down. 15 divide by 1.50 divide by 1.50, and that's going to give you m equals, so you have your 15 here, so you can do your answer divided by 1.50, and that's going to give you the 10. Okay, and also you need to be able to tell me what your answer means. So 10 what? Look back up to the question. How many miles the taxi ride was. All right, next one. Under her cell phone plan, Ava pays a flat cost of $58 per month. So once you start seeing numbers, let's go ahead and 462.40. How many gigabytes of data can she use while staying within her budget? Okay, so we want to keep our total bill at $62.40. So that's going to be our total, $62.40. She pays a flat cost of $58 per month and $4 per gigabyte. I know this is tricky because you got the word per twice, but we're only talking about 1 month. We want to know how many gigabytes. So if that's our question mark, that's what goes with the X, gigabytes. So 4 times the number of gigabytes that we want to stay within budget, plus that flat fee for service, and then solve. So minus 58. I'm going to use a calculator for that. Bring my 4x down. So 62.40 minus 58 is 4.4. Which, if in money, it's $4.40. And then divide by 4. So X would equal 1.1. So 1.1 gigs of data in order to stay within her budget. That's not a lot. All right, let me erase. Oops. All right, so next two. This one says Layla has a points card for a movie theater. She received 60 points just for signing up. So I'm going to circle my 3 numbers. Again, most of the time, guys, your total, what it equals, is going to be the biggest number. We're trying to get points, so we're adding up points, and we want to get the 129. Okay. And then it says we receive 60 points just for signing up. So signing up gets you 60 points. You only have to sign up once. So that's your one time. And then she also earns 11.5 points for each visit, and our X is the number of visits. So literally, guys, if you look at the question and then find the number that goes with it, that's going to go with your X. So 11.5 X and the 60 for signing up, and we want to get to 129. So we're going to take away 60. So then we've got 11.5 X equals 69, and then divide by 11.5. So 69 divided by 11.5 would give me 6. So X equals 6, and then again, tell me what your answer means. It's the number of visits she needs to get the free movie ticket. All right, last one. Cute Castle Toy Store is having an annual holiday sale. So right there, if I see the word sale, I'm either thinking my total might be, well, I'm thinking subtraction at some point. Because if we're having a sale, then we're going to be taking money off. But your fourth step down here is going to be determining if you need parentheses. So you're trying to figure out one time or each time. So circle your numbers: 4, 3, and 92. Look for the word total and what it means. So total is 92, and that's talking about money. So again, guys, like, your pieces have to be talking about money. The only one that's talking about money is 3, meaning that the 4 has to go with the X. But anytime when we're talking about a sale, you got to figure out if it's addition or subtraction. So 3 less than full price is subtracting. And then this word right here, each one, is okay. Well, we got logged out there, guys. All right, so we had 92, and we had 3, and then we had the 4 and the X. All right, so each action figure is 3 less than full price. So it's not you get $3 off your total. It's every single one you get the $3 off. So that is what creates groups. And then you solve it. So 4x minus 12, 4 times 3 is 12, equals 92. And then plus 12 plus 12, we get 4x equals 92 plus 12 is 104. Divide by 4, and you would get 26. And again, be able to tell me what your answer means. That's the full price of the action figures. Now, bonus question. He gets $3. He paid $3 less than full price. So you just found the full price. He actually ended up paying $23 per action figure.